day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Sacred Fire with me, Cornish-knight. Now, where we left off last time, we had killed and hunted a deer and fought off a would-be, would-be bully in this case from our village, and managed to get back home. And there were other things that happened, one of them being we saw a long-lost childhood friend, might have been involved with Romans, who knows. And we seem to have a little bit of a weird relationship with our brother. Tight, like a slightly strange relationship with our brother. But let's dive back in. We're playing as Jason. Character 1 of 1. Different checkpoints we can go back to. I do like the system of this. Let's dive right in. Here we go. As you come to your senses, you realise the night is still dark. We managed to get through. We were pretty hurt, and we'd used up all our motivation points. But let us proceed. A feeling of unknown dread occupies your entire mind. Yeah, that's not great. You feel that there's a presence behind the door that means you harm. You never felt this certain that something's about. There's something out there. What do you do? Don't move a muscle. Analyze situation. Fear is really reducing our stats. Let's not remove a muscle. You don't see or hear anything unusual. Okay. Listen a little longer. All is silent, you still can't shake the growing fear. Okay, we need to drop this down. Let's spend a point to drop it down to 100. We're going to take an action. Master muster your resolve. What do you do? Let's grab a weapon, wake our brother. Don't want to spend a mana, motivation point. Let's grab our, go get your weapons. Yeah. Base chance, fear, yeah. Take them in one quick leap. Lift them quietly as a 100% chance. Yeah, let's lift them quietly. You silently pick up your bow and arrows and you keep your sword ready in hand. What do you do? Wake your brother. Raids, friendship. Yeah, okay. Analyze situation. Managed to do it 23% out of 77%. That's good. Concentrate hard on the situation. Recall your dream. Perhaps it holds a clue. Light a torch. No, let's light a torch. Restore hand, you use a flint to ignite the torch, and we get the motivation point back. Torch illuminates your hut, all looks to be as it should. But your brother Ward is not in his bed. That's not like him, especially in times like these. A dark premonition fills your mind. He is your only family you have left. What do you do next? Call the dream. You remember the dream, fragmented images of a dark place fill your mind. It's the house you grew up in, burnt to the ground. You can't bring them into focus, but you sense the presence of an ominous being in the dreams as well. You realise your fears may have carried over from the dream, and the threat may not be real. What is your take on this? Interpret the dream, the nightmare further. You concentrate on what you feel, and several possible interpretations present themselves. What do you make of the dream? I don't know what to make of it. It's a bad omen, so we lose a favour. Further, don't have your belief in the divinity in over you, help you take risks and inspire others. Is a warning sign. Don't buy anything yet. Beauty, prestige, damage, armor, comfort. Oh, here we go. Further of the mind. If we lose one, it's not great. Okay, because we've only got 5. That's intelligent. Yeah, I'm going to spend an MP point. Because 70% is a bit risky, and I'd like to get some bit more resistance to it, because it helps us boost. If you look at it there, intelligence is good, intimidation provoke plus MP. Ooh, more MP would be nice. But MP and fear resistance, encourage, soothe. If I'm going to spend something, let's boost intelligence, because that will boost our... yeah. You realise this understanding of what happened gives you a sense of clarity and a relief. Okay. We would have just succeeded without it. We get +1 intelligence. Intelligence goes up to 7, which is nice. Hopefully a bit more experience. MP points in the future then. What do? Let's open the door. But fear of evil presence rises within you as you approach the door. In fact, you know it's irrational, yet power over you is unsettling. Steel ourselves. We are successful. You decisively open the door and step out into the night. Cold air bites into your bones and softens your senses. You get a little bit of fear increase. As far as you can tell, there's no one else in the house. Nothing is more shameful than baseless bouts of fear. Your mind grasps possibilities as possible explanations. You wonder if it's some kind of sickness. Oh yeah, trauma playing up. We resisted it, which is good. Unnerved by this unusual weakness, you turn your attention to the vast forest. Going up again, so we can resist it. We're still resisting. You're acting, you spot Water's figure beside a stone where your mother is buried. Okay. What do you want to do next? Approach Wilder. All your life with Wilder, yeah. You stop to think about the relationship with Wilder. The first memory that springs to your mind. As you were leaving for the hunt, Wilder was acting protective again, and you got into an argument. What do you make of it? He means well. Yeah. The worst thing you can remember. Well, how scared you get? You got the night your father died. Wilder took care of everything, the body, the grave, the stone. Let's pop this for... I want to try and get this one going. You think about Wilder carrying home the time you almost drowned. It felt like it was close to mother again. Memories aren't enough. Take a thoughtful appraisal. Out of 2 of you, he is the one with all the respect, renown, and authority. But he's also had your back. He is kind and loyal. You trust him. Your relationship with our brother goes up. Thinking about this makes you realise how rare this is for you. New idea unlocked. Do not trust anyone. Yeah. Like, we have a lot of ideas, but we need to sort of try and suppress them, to be honest. There's a lot of negatives going on. What do you want to do next? Playfully surprise him next time of his grave. Doesn't seem wise. Let's just approach Wild. How do you proceed? Wrist chain bonus. Okay. Call out to let him know you're coming. You speak up in a melodic voice.
Well met. Join me.
Warder nods.
Your voice sounds kind, as our mothers did.
That's good to know. Stand side by side saying a bond that doesn't need 2 words.
What's up with that sword?
Ask Wilder after a while. How do you respond? Lower the sword. 100%. I had a weird dream. Yeah, let's try that one. Wood looks at you curiously. What do you do next? Do you think dreams can leak into the real world?
Why would you ask?
Respond. 53%. Our fear is high. I want to try and get to success. I woke up with a feeling of a presence. World looks you in the eye. You can see he's glad you can talk to him openly.
I think, as with all dreams, what matters the most is what you make of it.
Says your brother. Let's try. Tell Wider what you think about it. I think the Romans' threat rekindled my past fears, you mutter. Wider nods slowly. Our present, positive experience of our brother is going up. Okay, so what do we want to get down? Fear resistance, friendship checks, anger resistance. Let's increase this. We are all alone in the end. Let's try and boost that. People we are increasing with. Our relationship with our brother is good. But one insight, he feels protective of Etan. Basically our childhood friend. Okay. Right.
There's no right answer here. Your thoughts shape what is real for you and what isn't.
Wid seems lost in his own thoughts looking at the grave. What do you do? I'd like to try and get that. Or examine our feelings. Let's do this one. I want to see what it does. You still feel the sorrow, the loneliness, the anger, the days you lost her. New idea. Life is not fair. Okay. Same way you recall the peace you felt in her presence. You haven't allowed yourself to revisit these painful memories for a long time. Now that you're examining it willingly, you realize something beyond lost self prevents this old wound from healing. Tired expectations that life would be fair. It occurs to you that life, like the mountains, is neither fair nor unfair. It's simply a dangerous territory. And that there are some good things, like Wilder's unwavering loyalty, that you didn't earn, but were freely given to you. You feel you can let go of the injustice and allow the wound to heal. Okay. It was long ago, but you feel like it's important to remember what you said to yourself back then. So we can do Father should have protected her, I will avenge her, the world is a scary place. I will honour my mother's memory with kindness. I like that one. Yes, it was a childish vow, but as the years passed, your mother's kindness became a seed of hope for a better world. You still feel the same way now. Jason's motivation max increased by 1. This is my defiance. You resurface from your delirium, see world is still lost in his own thoughts. Motivation maximum increase. This story step carries +1 motivation max bonus. Motivation capacity is the ability to focus and make the effect needed to reach peak performance. Interesting. We'll see how that goes. What do you do? It's coming up here. I am going to spend... Oh yeah, so you go. Motivation points increase. Fantastic. I would like to get this because this improves our relationship with our brother. Well, nod slowly. Tell me about her. Pause, way of bringing up sad memories and remain silent. Ooh. What do you do? Tell me more about her.
You don't usually like to talk about your childhood.
Wild looks at you surprised. How do you respond? Today is different. Wild looks at you, torn between the wish to protect you and the desire to speak about her with you.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid it will cause you pain.
How do you react? Let's try. Please, Wilder. I want to know. You wave, wary of bringing up sad moves, remain silent. So you waver. What do you react to? Okay. Let's try and push it.
There was one thing I was too young to understand, but I think about it often now. Father was afraid of the gods, but she wasn't. She said there is enough darkness to fear them, and enough beauty not to.
How do we react to this? Okay. No, I do like that. But I want to succeed. We will spend an MP point. You will fall silent as you think about what Wilder said. You realise how little control in life you feel. You are disposed to resist this harmful notion, reclaim leading role in your own life. Get some more... Yeah, we are not in control. Get a bit more experience.
She was bold enough to embrace what made her free.
After a moment, one picks up his thoughts.
Our people. The gods she didn't fear. Kindness instead of hate. For me, that's her legacy.
That would hurt our brother. Reset. This is getting high. I'm going to pump a point and try and get control back around. Let's go with not silently. World Voice or silent too. Wildfall silent, regaining his composure.
A man came to me in my dream. He looked like Father, but it wasn't him.
That's strange. Wilder never talks about that angry, violent man who died when you were a boy. How do you respond? How did you know it wasn't him?
He asked for forgiveness.
How do you react? Ooh. Yeah, like, this is being really hit down hard. Spend some control. We can get a point back. We can just... The thing is, I want to get rid of that rage. Let's try that. He's long gone. Wilder paused for a moment, searching the right words.
I'm tired. Tired of remembering him as evil.
To set you off, your father made your childhood a living hell. How do you react? Ooh. Anger, rage. Drank himself to death. That. Blurt out the words of an anger that surprises you as well. What do you do? Let's try and get our rage under control. Even then it wasn't enough. We really didn't like him. Ground yourself and stay calm. Try to calm yourself. All things you didn't want to think about rush through your mind. What do you do? Try again.
I know. I know.
Nods grimly. He was there after all, front and centre, taking the worst of it, protecting you. As Wilder collects his thoughts, the scenes when he had your back came alive vividly to your mind. How do you feel about it? Thankful that Wilder was there. Well, that was close. Wilder seems to be lost in his own memories.
It's just... he wasn't always like that.
He mutters.
I liked being at his side. He was a good teacher. He taught me how to hunt.
How do you react? Let's try and get our anger. It's like, yeah, we really don't like him. Stay silent. Envy towards what increases. Okay, +1 envy. You're lucky, all I got was the drunk. Mutter. She well disappointed that he can't share this with you. Words, feelings, and means racing in your head like wild horses. How do you deal with them? Avoid thinking about your father at any cost. Nah. The onslaught of images, pain, resentment, and rage refuse to leave your mind. You resisted both of them, though. How do you deal with them? Try again. For a brief moment, you manage to close the door to that dark place in your mind, but it threatens to break open at any moment. How do you distract yourself? Play with the torch fire. Oppressor to speak up builds inside of you. How do you react? Let Wilder pick up the conversation. Oh, that was good. 18 on a 41. Wilder gathers his thoughts for a moment before responding.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I failed to protect you the way you needed.
He thinks he failed you. Interesting. How do you react? Did good, brother. You see, this means a lot to Wilder. You only just managed to succeed on that. Man, that was close. Okay, so mindsets. I want to try and keep working on this one to get fear and friendship checks up. Anger resistance. Maybe start working at anger resistance. No, because it's like minuses to our checks. So let's keep working down this tree. Try and get our fear and anger. Because anger we can use in fighting. Okay, so we've got enough points to improve our standing with one of the two people. I think we're going to do my brother with. So... feels protective, thinks he failed you. So put a bit of points into he thinks he failed you, yeah, because he didn't. It's just how it is. He straightens up as if a heavy burden is lifted from his shoulders. -1 sorrow.
There's one last thing I wanted to speak to you about.
Reed pauses, gathering his thoughts. You can see this is the utmost importance to him. How do you react? Show that you are listening.
Before Romans invaded our lands, we were builders of monuments, artists, people of design.
Instant effects, motivation +1. Get top boost. Multiple. What's going on with this? We haven't. Oh, we ranked up. Okay, so we've overtaken Moril. Etten is the next person on the way up. Vision Starborn. I'd like to get that up. Encouragement provokes moving. Okay. You start slowly.
In order to survive, we hide, we run, we burn and wage war. We have let Rome reduce us to little more than animals.
How do we react? Wait for him to continue.
That's what brought me out here tonight. I feel this is what Mother would have wanted for us. Build a nation, a culture, a generation that doesn't know war.
He wants to build a nation in peace. Okay. Interesting.
That's something worth.
Eagle Street cuts through the night air. You recognize it as Talon's cry. Okay. Well, we need to get our fear under control. Something is coming. There is no settlement in that direction, just the wall. What do you do? Gesture to Ward, there is a threat. Ward reacts immediately and readies his weapon. You see respect in his eyes. You handled this well, not alerting whoever is coming your presence. You instinctively take the lead, protecting you. What do you do? Yeah. Sidestep and stand on your own. It feels good to stand on your own next to your brother. Ready your bow, but wait. You can see a human figure stumbling through the forest. Yeah, wait, ready to shoot. Your anxiety is waiting stake and you can't. Let's try again. Okay. Etienne staggers into the clearing, exhausted and bleeding. He's out of breath and takes a very uneasy step. What do you do? Let's get ourselves back under control. Keep your distance. Catch or fall. You manage to stand your ground and hold her in your arms. And your title, what did we get? Jason the Swift. Okay. You rush catching her, holding her, seeing her distress triggers a whirlwind of emotions. -1 sorrow. You must be clinging to consciousness through sheer willpower, alone.
The legions are coming.
Serious gaze sets into her eyes. The legions are coming, she intones. Bo jumps into action.
Take her inside, please.
Okay. Of course you know you need to take her inside. Keep quiet and take her inside.
I'll send the healer, and prepare the village to run for the hills.
He seems to have more to say, but then not. He seems to have more to say, but he then nods and runs off.
He's a good brother.
Etienne whispers. What do you do? Just rest now. You've done well. Once inside, you lay it down on your bed. She closes her eyes and passes out. You begin to worry the healer will come in time. We need to get our fear and anger under control because we are getting a bit stressed. Okay. Our brother he wants to build a nation of peace, friendship and hostility. And C is part of the Royal Guard. Friendship and hostility, so both of us are the same. I'm going to keep doing he thinks he failed. Let's not do that. I like working down this route. Get a bit more experience points. Okay. We need to get this under control. Because this is going to be draining us. What do you do? Check her pulse. Stroke her hair. Try to make her comfortable. Calm down and wait. And check her pulse. 99 out of 100. Whoa. It's faint but steady. You can feel the warmth returning to her cold skin. Etienne moves instinctively and ends up resting a hand in yours. As she rests, exhausted and wounded, you process what's happened and what is about to unfold. He did warn you, but want her tracks to lead Romans towards your doorstep. What do you make of it? She may have saved us all. Her running has put us all in danger. You may have said it all. Let's go with that one. Maybe things happened for a reason. Losing Etienne all those years ago might have saved you and Wada tonight. You feel like no matter what she says or does and say, she will always protect you. Then you thoughts turn to the dark, grim future. A war with Rome is coming. Your survival instinct kicks in and your mind starts to race, searching for ways to escape what will come. Try to put your finger on what it is you fear the most. Fear the pain and suffering, +1 trauma. I fear I don't have what it takes. I fear death as my life is just starting. Yeah. I fear what won't you survive. Trauma. Yeah. Trauma and guilt. Guilt might be worth it. That's probably the main one. Like, what do you fear? Pain and suffering, that's probably likely. I fear I won't have what it takes. Guilt is probably that one, yeah. I think Jason would do I fear how much it takes. Putting your name to your fear takes a lot of its power away. Your next thoughts say a lot about what you truly are. Finally, here's an opportunity to mention my mother. I missed the rush of battle. Think about the people you know. Because, like, Jason, I would imagine him being more like, he's just wanting to survive. He's not out for revenge, he just wants to survive. Like, the traits that he has... like, the traits we picked for him, I can't remember where we can see those now. But he isn't sort of like looking for a fight, he's just looking to be left alone, really. Think about the people you know. There's so few people who know and understand who you are. The thought you could lose him weighs heavily on you. Yeah. All a man can do is be brave. Let's try that. You've seen this many times. The best warriors dying and others surviving by mere chance. +1 ideals. The only mistakes one can make is to be afraid. What do you make of it? Our destinies are already decided. We carve our own paths. Yeah, I believe in that one. You can feel a familiar calm settling in. Whatever comes, you will face it with courage. Checkpoint 2 ends. Okay. So we've got 120 experience, no more wealth, no more renown. 91 goodwill, which is nice. +3 ideals. Interesting. No new items, a new title, and 2 insight in people, which are both a brother. Yeah. And we ranked up, so the next person is going to be Etan. Okay. But I think this is a good place to end it for the day, folks, for this chapter. We'll get back to it next time. I've been Cornish-knight. This has been Sacred Flame, and I shall see you all again soon. Goodbye.